everybody, and welcome to Self-Care Hangout. Today we're going to talk deodorant. I have spent the last 2 weeks trying Copper John's fragrance-free all-natural deodorant, and I'm going to compare it to the classic and highly used, particularly by me, Old Spice Original. Now, just a caveat. This is not to bash Old Spice. I have used this product since I started wearing deodorant when I was young. This is what I've always used. This is a brand new experience for me to be able to compare to the two. So I'm just doing an honest comparison. Now, what I want to be able to cover for you guys is obviously price, smell, ingredients, and application. How did it actually feel? Did it make a difference? So let's go with the very obvious first one is size. Old Spice, this particular one is the classic 3-ounce size. Copper John sells theirs in 2.7 ounces. Now, question is price. Around here, typically you'll get the Old Spice for probably $5 or $6. Copper John's on their website is $12.95. Now, one thing obviously to remember, Old Spice is a huge company and is mass produced. Copper John's is a small batch company. They are made by hand. It is made with really good natural ingredients. So that will be the reason for the extra price. Now, the next really important thing to note is the active ingredient for antiperspirants. Old Spice, as well as many other companies, use aluminum. This is a very long name for this, but essentially is synthetic aluminum for antiperspirant. It is extremely common in deodorant. Now, some people have an allergic reaction to aluminum and they can't use it. Some people don't have a good experience absorbing aluminum. This is not just in deodorant, but also in foods like baking stuff, like baking flour and stuff like that sometimes has aluminum and stuff like that, and some people can't handle it. Their kidneys can't handle it, so that's something to be mindful of. At the same time, this deodorant, and I believe a lot of other natural deodorants, instead use sodium bicarbonate or baking soda. Some people have the same problem with baking soda. It gives them a bad reaction, redness, rash. So right off the bat, if that is something that you are allergic to as far as deodorants go, this is not a good choice for you. Or if you try this out and you're getting severe reactions, that is probably the problem. For the rest of the ingredients, first off, Old Spice. And now I am not going to have you guys suffer through me trying to pronounce any of these ingredients, but these are all extremely common from my research in all sorts of cosmetics as well as deodorants. This one first I can't pronounce, but also it's got like mineral oils, petroleum, hydrogenated castor oil, fragrance, obviously, and I'm not gonna, like I said, shut the camera. I'm not gonna have you guys suffer through my terrible pronunciations, but they're very common ingredients and chemicals. Open it up. This particular one is white, has the very obviously original classic Old Spice scent. Sometimes you can get them, it's more like of a gel, it's blue. Very nice. You grab it, it's firm in texture, comes off on your skin. this is what your classic deodorant is like. Now, let's compare that to Copper John's. Right off the bat, I like how they have their ingredients with abbreviations in it. It's going to make this a lot easier. First ingredient, coconut oil. Sodium bicarbonate, cornstarch, arrowroot powder, beeswax, shea butter fruit, I think is what it's saying, magnesium oil, essential oil, no aluminums, no parabens, and obviously a nice warning, test on skin for allergens, for what I was talking to you right before about. Now, right off the bat, each thing very clear, very obvious what it is, all natural. Coconut, arrowroot, shea butter, essential oils, all amazing, amazing things for any part of your body, but especially for as a deodorant. Now, this is fragrance free. They call it the Hunt. Now, it does have a natural scent. I'm not sure how to describe that. Maybe a slight mix of the coconut oil, a little bit of the shea butter, and maybe the baking soda. It's not going to stand out once you put it on. You're not going to notice it. But fragrance-free simply means they didn't add fragrance to it. It doesn't mean it doesn't have a smell. But it's not going to bother you. It's not going to stay and stand out like the Old Spice ones does. Now, amazing ingredients. What does that mean for the texture of it? Now, this is very soft. And I actually got this in the mail, and it was extra soft because it was hot out. So, first I'm just going to show you just on here. You might be able to see on the screen here, it's kind of smeared a little bit. It's got a little extra on my finger. It is something to keep in mind that it is much softer than a traditional deodorant, and so you have to do it a little lighter, or maybe rub it on with your fingers if you end up getting on too much. But rubs right in. You're not gonna notice it at all. And as far as it heating up and being extra soft, if you've ever tried beard butter, it has extremely similar ingredients, and a lot of people have that same exact shipping, not issue, but experience, is that when butters or balms get shipped, they tend to melt when it's really hot. You pop it in the freezer for an hour or two, it hardens up. I did that with this. It did stiffen it up, but after sitting back in my closet for, a day or two, it got back to being a little soft, but honestly not bad. Now, for usage, my experience. As far as how I smell, great. I smell nothing, which is exactly the point. My wife did personally point out that she noticed that I don't smell like Old Spice, funny enough, because I wasn't using it. This is truly unscented. You are not going to smell like anything in particular. Obviously, like I said before, I smelled like Old Spice. My pits smelled like Old Spice. Now they just smell like nothing. I have a very physical job. I sweat a lot. This holds up extremely well for my day. I haven't had a single issue as far as antiperspirant issues go. It works fantastic. At the end of the day, I'm not smelling or anything. It has been a really good experience as far as that goes. I've been really enjoying this product. The only thing I will note is the first day or two, I had some very minor irritation. I don't know if my skin was just getting used to trying something else. Mine was the lightest pink you could possibly think of, and just slightly, just felt a little off. So if that's the case, I have heard some reviews that happens with some people. That is not a concern. What is a concern is if it is like a full-blown rash, major itching, doesn't go away. That is a major indicator that you are allergic to the baking soda in this, and you need to stop using it. But for people like me who are not, minor irritation for a couple days, and it just went away. So that was a 1 or 2 day thing. I've been wearing this for 2 weeks now, and I like it. The only thing I think would be cool for them to add is a fragrance. They have some amazing scents in their lineup of beard oils and other products. I think it'd be a cool thing for them to add. But as a deodorant, compared side by side to a classic one, which I've been using, I think it is absolutely amazing. I definitely love it. And if you really care about what you're putting on your body and really care about the ingredients, going with Copper John's natural deodorant is definitely the way to go. I should add, and I have not tried this yet, some people report being able to only use this once every other day. And obviously, if that's the case, for some people, then it basically match up with the price of a traditional one. You only have to apply this every other day. It comes out to the same. I'm just kind of throwing that out. Now, because I sweat a lot, I work out, I have a very sweaty job, I'm probably not going to do that. But just wanted to throw that out there. Just thought of that, forgot to mention that. So, my final thoughts on Copper John's deodorant: get it. If you think that it will be a benefit to you, if you don't like traditional deodorants, if you want to try something all natural with great ingredients, give Copper John's a try. You won't regret it. So, I hope you liked my little review here, and take care of yourself today.